Hi friends, welcome to AMG World. Here I am with a geography topic which is related to Indian border countries and related data. And Indian border countries, we already have gone through a video previously, and this video is going to be an extension part for that particular previous video. Let's get into the topic. So Indian border countries. What are the Indian border countries? Here comes the Pakistan. Here comes the Pakistan. Here comes the Afghanistan. Here comes China. Here comes Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar. Here comes Bangladesh. Right here the topic is the borderlines of particular states and particular country with India. Let's look at the Pakistan. Here comes Gujarat, right? This is the Gujarat, and this one is the Rajasthan. Here comes the Punjab, and this one is Jammu Kashmir. This one is Ladakh. These 5 regions which belonging to India are touching border of Pakistan. Here the Pakistan and India, the borderline is called as Radcliffe line, right? Radcliffe line. Here, if we see the modern history of India got independence, 1947 August 15th, right? The day before the India getting independence, Pakistan announced it. Britain announced Pakistan as a free country on 14th August 1947. Right? Pakistan got independence in 1947, August 14. Here India got 1947, August 15. Right? Here comes one thing. Actually, this particular line drawn during the British Governor General period, whose name is Mountbatten. And here at the time, this Gujarat and this Jammu Kashmir. Actually, this Gujarat was called during the period of Britishers as Junagadh. So here Jammu Kashmir, during the Britishers period, this Jammu Kashmir has been occupied by the Britishers, right? Later, the Britishers sold this particular territory, Jammu Kashmir, to Raja Gulab Singh. So later it became a princely state, and when India got freedom on 1947 August 15th, this particular territory was under control of Raja Hari Singh. And here on October 22, Pakistan has announced war on this particular territory called Jammu Kashmir, and Raja Hari Singh came to Delhi to have a treaty with India for having support in favor of Jammu Kashmir to fight against Pakistan. Right? Here, Jawaharlal Nehru advised him to do a treaty which is called a Treaty of Accession. Raja Hari Singh accepted and he signed. Later, Jammu Kashmir became a part of India. As per the Treaty of Accession, Jammu Kashmir joined India as a territory which is belonging to India. So here comes the thing. On October 27, this thing got on October 27, Raja Hari Singh signed on Treaty of Accession and joined Jammu Kashmir in India as a territory. So here comes the thing. From that time, Indian army, there was conflicts. Till now, we are having conflicts in Jammu Kashmir, right? So from that time, the conflicts rised until they are going on. So here, Ratcliffe line comes, right, until so Gujarat to Punjab. So here comes the thing. Of when we got independence, this was under control of you know Raja Hari Singh, right? This line is not having not considered under the Ratcliffe line, right? This one done by the British Britishers, and here after getting independence, this territory joined, right? Here comes three another border lines, which we called as IBM, international border line in Jammu Kashmir, LOC, and AGPL. So IBL, what is mean by IBL, and where it extends from? So IBL means international borderline, which present in between of Savoy to Madhopur. And next comes LOC, and LOC falls in Jammu Kashmir, right? So here Savoy Madhopur and Madhopur to NJ 9842, peak NJ 9842. It lies between Madhopur to NJ 9842. AGPL means actual ground position line, which last between NJ 9842 to Indira, which already we have discussed. The northmost extreme point of India is considered as Indira. Here the pass which is present is Kilikidavan Pass. So here this is data related to Pakistan and India. Here comes the Gujarat, right? In Gujarat we have territories like Sarkrik and Rana of Kutch. Pakistan has considered the 24 degrees latitude as a borderline, but India refused to accept that particular latitude as borderline. And next we have Afghanistan. Here comes the Afghanistan, right? Afghanistan having border length of only 106 kilometers. Here Pakistan having 3323 kilometers. Right? This is the second biggest borderline after China. And here comes the Afghanistan. Afghanistan and India having a border length of 106 kilometer, and this borderline is called as Durand Line, which has grown during the Governor Generalship of Lansdowne. So here, from here to here, the region called China, and here we have Tibet. Here we have Tibet, and this particular region has been divided in sectors. Here, this one is the eastern India, and here is the western India, and northern. As usual, this one is southern. So here, this section is considered as eastern sector, and this one as western sector. The actual diagram, the actual map of India is going to be differ with the maps which separated, which is the region separated. We can find these maps in internet, right? Here some part has been kept under control of UNO, right? Pak occupied Kashmir, which actually not under control of Pakistan and not under control of India. It actually controlled under United Nations organization. And here comes some part has been occupied by China, which is called Aksai Chin, right? Actually, Aksai Chin was territory of India once, and later after war with after war with China, India has lost this particular territory which called Aksai Chin. So this is the eastern sector, western sector, and here comes the eastern sector, and this particular one is middle sector, and in eastern sector we have Arunachal Pradesh here, which having its border connection with China, right? Here comes the thing. Here a border line exists between these two nations, which called as McMahon line. So McMahon line. Here, here also we can find some region has been occupied by China, which is called Samathang. Samathang is the place, is the territory which is belonging to India, and Thawang, the just beside of this Samathang, China's place is Thawang. So here the dividing line is McMahon line, and this is the eastern sector. And let's discuss about so western sector. Here western sector, from here to so Ladakh, a part of Ladakh, and Himachal Ladakh, and the region which is present in Ladakh, right, is taken as western sector. So here we have lost some territory which we already discussed just yet. So here is the Aksai Chin comes, and the place which is belonging to China just beside of this Aksai Chin is Sikyang. Sikyang. So Sikyang, which is belonging to China, and the region which is occupied by China, which is related to India, which is belonging to India, is Aksai Chin. So here we have a dividing line which is called as LAC, right? Here is LOC, line of control, and line of control is a border line between India and Pakistan. Here LAC, line of actual control, which is present between China and the territory called Ladakh, which is belonging to India. So here comes here comes the LAC, and here comes the McMahon line, and the middle sector. The states which falls within this middle sector are, here comes the Himachal Pradesh, here comes the Uttarakhand, and here comes the Sikkim, right? So Uttarakhand, so here comes the Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and Sikkim. So this particular line, so these are the states which comes in contact with China border. So next we have Nepal here. So China touches the length of about 3,488 kilometers. These things which we already have discussed in previous video. Here comes the Nepal. So Nepal. Here one more point. The Arunachal Pradesh is also called as southern Tibet. So here comes the Nepal. Nepal with 1751 kilometer of border length, and having borders with Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and Sikkim. Right, these 5 Indian states touching border of Nepal, and which extends with a length of 1751 kilometers. And actually, there is no particular border. Just we can consider it as a IBL, international border line, right? So next we have Bhutan. Bhutan is considered as all-weather friendly country to the India, right? So here also we don't have any particular border. So here comes the Bangladesh. So Bangladesh is during partition, what happens? As per the partition plan, the India and Pakistan has been divided as two dominions, right? Here comes the western Pakistan, and this one particular Bangladesh is considered as western Pakistan. So this one is eastern Pakistan, this one is western Pakistan. So here eastern Pakistan means in 1971, what happens? War with Pakistan. India, there is a war between there is a war rising between India and Pakistan in favor of bifurcation of this particular union, this particular territory from Pakistan. So in 1971, after 1971, what happens? Bangladesh becomes a country by dividing itself from Pakistan, western Pakistan, right? So here comes the Bangladesh, and the line which is present, the dividing line which is present between Pakistan and so Bangladesh and India is Radcliffe line. So this is the data which is related to dividing lines and the other particulars like the borderlands and neighboring states also. And up to here this topic is going to be completed. So okay, so by this topic has been completed, and in the next video, upcoming videos, we'll complete the first chapter by clearing all the left back topics. So do subscribe to the ANG World channel. Thank you for watching. Click on the bell icon to have updates. Stay tuned to ANG World. Thank you for watching.